I just want, first of all, to say that this is a profound honor and a considerable surprise to be inducted into the Canadian Medical Hall of Fame. And I want to say something about each parts of those. First of all, Hall of Fame. I was born in Columbus, Ohio, and pretty close by was the Canton, Ohio, which was the Football Hall of Fame. So that was about as close as I thought I'd ever get to a Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, of course, it didn't work out physically for me there. The next part is medical, and it's extraordinary to be here and to share in my work and also to share in the celebration of the medical profession as research, clinical, and those that are in policy, because I'm someone who's never held a medical license, written a prescription, or worn a stethoscope. But I do come from a long line of physicians. My grandfather was the first neurosurgeon in China. Um, his father, my great grandfather, served as the personal physician to the Empress Dowager of China, the taking care of the last emperor of China, Puyi. So medicine has been deeply woven into my family's history, but I, however, followed a different path. I became a social psychologist. So from the very start, I also didn't feel like I fit into being a social psychologist because I was really interested in using the methodology that I was learning to help people in whatever way that meant. And I didn't always know what it meant, but I knew that I was trying to strive for that. And so when I came to, as Roy said in the video, the problem of tobacco, I was extraordinarily interested and thought this seems to be an extraordinary, unique lifetime opportunity. And so I convinced many, over 150 researchers to join eventually the ITC project to share in our quest to find out what drives tobacco use and what can we do to reduce it. And along that line, of course, like everyone else who has been up here, the laureates have talked about how they've been part of a team. I certainly have been that with hundreds of people throughout the world, with WHO and with the Secretariat of the Framework Convention on Tobacco Control, and so many advocates and so many passionate people all fighting to reduce the number one preventable cause of death and disease. So this is, of course, an honor I share with our team members, over 150 strong, over 31 countries throughout the world. And I also want to thank the University of Waterloo, which for 30 years has supported me in whatever I've wanted to do, academic freedom, and especially the last 23 years of the ITC project. They have been extraordinarily supportive. And also to the colleagues throughout the world who are suffering, many of them in low and middle income countries, that are going to be suffering 80% of the burden of tobacco use that will kill up to 1 billion people in this century. No, tobacco is not done. There are claims of new tobacco. So-and-so is the new tobacco, but old tobacco is the new and ever-present threat. So I also want to thank, of course, the Canadian Medical Hall of Fame, because I'm a social psychologist working in prevention scientists, as a prevention scientist. It's a deeply humbling honor. It affirms that improving health does not only happen in the clinic or the operating room, but also through science-based policies that reduce harm and protect future generations. And also the final part of that Canadian Medical Hall of Fame is Canadian. I was born in the United States. I'm a dual citizen, but yet from what we have seen, especially in the past few months, I've never been prouder to be a Canadian And for all of us in this room, and especially perhaps for the trainees, the medical students here, we hope that this is all a gathering that will inspire you to seek out in your own lives what it will mean to be a physician and what it will mean to be a Canadian, and to have that kind of passion and compassion drive your career as it has mine throughout the years. And finally, of course, I wish to thank my wonderful family and my wonderful wife and life partner, Kathy McDonald, and our extraordinary daughter, Alexandra Lynn Marie Fong. Their love, support, and belief in me have been a source of strength throughout every step of my journey. The goodness in their hearts has lifted me up so many times when I was low. I share this honor with them fully and gratefully, and thank you for this extraordinary recognition. Thank you.